あなたを止める。まさかこれほどのエネルギーが集まるとは。人の愚かさは想像以上だわ。もうノワールロッドは動き出した。なんですって。なんなの。レイラインが消える。そんな。さあ、アルクトゥルスの森へ。
Okay, so Little Witch Academia episode 24, continuing the trend with just doing some preview videos before the actual episode pops up. So this episode, we see that it's, at least in the preview, largely composed of Ursula and Croix, and just Croix herself doing her giant plan. And in this preview, we get to see Croix's evil maniacal face, because really we can't have a villain without her having her big moment and just having that maniacal face pop up. At this point, we have now officially gone into that territory. Croix is the evil person, and now she is open to all the flaws that most villains are open to, especially because she's losing her cool and she's maniacal about it. You know, really, Croix is a pretty cool character, mostly because she kind of stayed pretty restrained throughout the run of Little Witch Academia, and I think it would have been interesting to see her continue to keep that restraint for the run of Little Witch Academia, because it would have made her an interesting villain. But now we're going into that territory of they're hyping her up as a villain, and that's not necessarily bad. It just keeps Little Witch Academia's narrative relatively simple, even though, you know, Little Witch Academia is a relatively simple show. So that's, well, you know, one okay thing, that, and that's one of my general impressions coming out of this preview. Really, it's Croix's face, but like, props on Trigger, because the face is not like the most maniacal thing ever, but it's still pretty unsettling. Anyway, at this point, Croix is totally in that zone of villainy. Anyway, let's actually talk about what they're saying in the preview. So the general lines are just things like Chariot saying that she's going to stop Croix, and then Croix is having her big spiel saying that there's just so much more energy than she could ever imagine. She doesn't know what to do with it, and people are so foolish. And then she's also mentioning the name of the rod that she made. It's called the Noir Rod, and it's beginning to move, and we see that thing transform. It looks like a giant robot. And guys, remember, Little Witch Academia universe, giant robots are possible. So if we get to see a Constance Echo giant robot fight again, I would be so happy. Heck, if the last form of the shiny rod is specifically a giant robot, I will be so happy. Oh, but anyway, not the point. Other things going on when it comes to the ley line. Akko and the group are in the ley line. They have no idea what's happening. Nothing really important in their dialogues there. And then Croix is just saying at the end that she's going to go to the forest of Arcturus, and she's going to start removing the seal. And the seals to the Grand Triskelion and to the World Reconstruction Magic and all that good stuff. Now, the kind people over at Reddit also wrote up a summary for the episode, or translated a summary for the episode, and it just generally goes like, the Noir Rod absorbing the feelings and converting them into energy becomes the key to unlock the seal on the ultimate magic. Croix, who has made the rod transform with its immense power, heads to the forest. However, there's unexpectedly powerful magical beasts there, and they have regained their will and begin attacking Croix, and then Ursula is risking her own safety to defend Croix from the beast, and then you get the butt. Now, interestingly, that part of the summary isn't in the preview at all, the part with Croix being attacked by magical beasts. At this point, I'm not exactly sure which ones they're referring to. Are they referring to like ones like the cockatrice that's in the forest that live there naturally, or are they referring to the ones that live in the stones in Luna Nova that Ursula previously fought against? And it's just because they're saying that they're regaining their will and they're attacking Croix. It makes it kind of weird. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. I feel like it might be leading in to the ones that are attacking Chariot in the preview. Maybe. But on that note, Chariot's using a lightsaber. How hilarious is that? Like, we've gone back into jumpsuit Chariot. I'm pretty excited for that. That's going to be hilarious. Oh, man. Anyway, you know, it's going to be an action-heavy episode, and it does seem to be centering around Croix and Chariot. And finally, the last thing I really want to point out is the one shot of the 7 misfits. And yeah, I will always call Diana a misfit, because she's proven that as far as the general population of Luna Nova goes, she doesn't fit in with any single one of those people. Alright, so like, you know, Diana and the other people who people naturally recognize as misfits are in the ley lines, and they are getting caught up in all of this. Anyway, I'm pretty happy that all 7 characters are there. They are pretty entertaining to watch, and I feel like they're a pretty powerful group when it comes down to the things that they can do. Man, I really hope Constance gets to do a lot of stuff for these, I guess for 24 and 25 for the last 2 episodes, but we'll really have to see. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for me. That's all I really wanted to say about the preview. It's going to be a generally exciting one. You can kind of tell that they're ramping up some of the animation for some of the fight sequences, although the art's going to stay at like the regular Little Witch Academia levels. But it'll be an exciting run for sure. Is there anything that you guys want to add down below? Is there anything I missed? Let me know. And yeah, thanks for watching. Till next time, I hope you have a very great day.